Libra. Hello, Libra. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. So let's find out what's going on with Libra and what does Libra need to know. Ooh, the Magician. Very powerful. The first card that comes out is the Magician. He's action oriented. So, okay, I'm seeing someone like drawing down the energy, drawing down the sun or drawing down the moon, like pulling energy down, using that magic wand, connecting with the source. This is powerful. Okay, I'm seeing lightning strike, lightning in a bottle. And it's like a lightning rod. And he's drawing that energy down, and he's like a channel. He's channeling that energy from the universe, that pure creative energy coming from the lightning. This is powerful. This is a really powerful image that I'm seeing. And he's drawing that down through him and bringing that down to earth to create some kind of abundance here, to manifest something. All right, so there's something you're manifesting. You may even be doing magic. Yeah. Wow. Powerful. So let's get a little bit more for Libra. Very powerful. Establishing a foundation. Establishing a foundation. So I'm seeing like an institution, like creating a corporation. This is so odd. This is so oddly specific. But like establishing a foundation could be like building a house and you're laying the groundwork. But I'm seeing a foundation like a scholarship fund or creating some kind of an institution. You know, a foundation, like establishing a foundation? I'm not even sure what that is. This is very different. So like a foundation for the arts or a foundation for the preservation of the environment. You're giving your energy into, and you have a lot of energy to give, like big, powerful, forceful passion. You really feel very, very strongly about this that you are creating, and you must share this. There's something that needs to come through you. Like you are the antenna, you are the receptor, like a radio broadcast. You're like a radio, and you're tuning the radio, and the antenna is like the lightning rod, and it's picking up the signal, and you're pulling that, and you're bringing that down to earth, where it comes through the speaker, and you can share that with the listener. So you are like the radio. You're like the radio, and you can tune it to different channels, and you pick up on things. Yeah, you do this in your sleep, or you meditate on, or like, this is just, yeah, you're like wicked psychic. Oh my God. You're like super psychic. And you do this in your sleep. Like, it's not even astral projecting, but it kind of is. Okay, you go into a trance. Libra, this is so specific. I don't even know who I'm talking to right now, but you never know. You never know who might be watching. And this could be literally or figuratively, but I'm just going to say what I'm seeing, okay? I'm seeing somebody that's like magic, psychic, magic powers, all right? You go into a trance like Edgar Cayce. Is that his name? Oh my God. Edgar Cayce. You know what I'm talking about? That guy. And you see things, you get impressions, you pick up on radio stations. Sometimes you pick up static. You're very sensitive. You're a sensitive receiver, like a radio receiver. Can you transmit as well? I feel like you are also transmitting, but your transmissions are very localized, whereas your reception is very, like you can receive multiple channels, but you can only transmit on one. So like your reception is a lot bigger and more broad than your actual transmission is very specific and limited. Interesting. So it's like when you tune into these so-called radio stations and you're only able to narrow it down, like you receive a lot more than you are actually able to transmit. Like I see a big, like a funnel, like a bottleneck, like a big wide cloud of all of this static, all of this, all these particles. This is a big vision. I'm seeing all these particles, right? And then I see the magician as a receiver, and it's so narrow. His little magic wand is so narrow, and it makes it, I feel like it almost makes it very challenging for you to express all of the impressions that you receive. Like you almost can't do it. Like it's almost too much for one person. And this may be difficult for you at times, but it's so worth it to you. Like you get so much energy from it. Like you love it. Like this challenge, you feel strong enough to handle it. You feel it. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're not going to believe this. Edgar Cayce. I have the book right here. In a Waking State. Edgar Cayce. Was I subconsciously picking up on that? I mean, I know my... Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God. This is talking about the aura. What we have thought and what we are building within our bodies is a result, not a cause, of our manner of living. As this is thrown off, as the power or force is in motion, it gives off that which our senses becomes color. This is so cool. Okay, what we have thought and what we are building within our bodies is a result, not a cause, of our manner of living. It's the result of our manner of living. So our aura is the result of our manner of living. As this is thrown off, as the power or the force is in motion, it gives off that which to our senses becomes color. It begins in the lowest color, as in the spectrum, from the leaden or the gray or a misty foam. Then it turns into that orange or dull red. Then it forms into that which becomes as a glow as we reach to the higher. If you follow these same things in the form of electrotherapeutics, the low form of electrical forces are those which are incapable of being felt, but are very much like that form in lead, or that which comes from the low baser metals. As we come into the red, we come to that which is more penetrating. As it gets higher and higher, it turns into another color of orange, then gradually into blue, into purple, into red, and then into white. Those are the colors you may expect to see about individuals. Those shades or tones as of the spectrum itself. Of course, there are those gray shades of green too. Do we know of anything that is more free than the air we breathe? As we respond to creative forces, we gradually reflect that which becomes our aura. What good is it? What may we learn from it? How may we apply it in our own lives? Act in such a way to the other fellow that we constantly give him the impression that we are spiritual minded. Just as we react, just as we act toward the other fellow, just as we give out, or as I heard a man describe the other day, the fellow who doesn't give will never be able to receive. Wow. A closed fist never gives or receives, but the open hand, while giving, receives. And that is a very good illustration of this. We live that which draws us closer to creation itself. We create within our own beings not only health, not only life, not only a beautiful aura, but that which gives out to others, makes life more worthwhile, more worth living for them as well as for ourselves. Whoa, I feel like my mind is being totally blown right now. This is so cool. Because we were just talking about receiving and giving with the open hand. The closed fist can neither give nor receive. Closed fist. The open hand receives as it gives. And this is all about auras. I hope that made sense. I hope I was reading it right. Like, we gradually reflect that which becomes our aura. Oh my God. I love that. A closed fist never gives or receives, but the open hand while giving receives. And that is a very good illustration of this. We live that which draws us closer to creation itself. We create within our own beings, not only health, not only life, not only a beautiful aura, but that which gives out to others makes life more worthwhile, more worth living for them as well as for ourselves. Edgar Cayce. That's crazy. Because I wasn't even thinking that. Maybe like subconsciously, because this book is on my shelf in front of me. So obviously it's in my subconscious somewhere. But this is about receiving and giving. And it's so creative and it's amplifying. It's like you're a radio receiver and you amplify the signal and you share and give it to others and passing it along. And this is a part of your legacy. And this is something that you participate in that's bigger than yourself, but you are an important part of it. Like you are an important part of this ecosystem, this community that you're in. You may be a teacher or like a grandparent or a parent or there's a legacy here. There's an inheritance and you don't own this. It belongs to you because you are in charge or responsible for taking care of it. You are the guardian. You are the steward of the land, but the land does not belong to you. You belong to the land. You're just here to take care of it until it passes on to the next owner or caretaker or guardian. You're supposed to take care of it and then pass it along. And then the next person, it's like it doesn't belong to you. You're just in charge of taking care of it for now while it's in your hands. But eventually you're going to pass it along to the next guardian. And forever and ever down the chain. There's a chain here. A link in the chain. You are a link in the chain. Whoa. Let's get some more. Let's get some more cards. Like, wow. Hello. This is amazing. Okay. The mystery. The amplified mystery. Witnessing the amplified mystery. So you are at a turning point in some kind of ordeal in your life where you've been in the dark. You may have been in a dark night of the soul type situation, and there is a turning point here. It's serendipitous. It's fate. It's beyond your control. You can't control what happens. You can only control how you respond to it, right? And so you are doing a really good job dealing with a situation where you do not know the outcome, and you can't know it, because that would defeat the purpose. Knowing the outcome before you head into the unknown defeats the purpose of stepping into the unknown, because stepping into the unknown is going to test you. It's a karmic test or something like that. It's an ordeal that's going to show you and reveal to you something important about yourself. And as you pass through this threshold, this liminal space, you are on the threshold of a new consciousness. And when you pass through, you are going to be in another phase of your life, and you're going to be a much more deeper person or a deeper version of yourself, because you will have been tested and you will have passed the test. I see you passing some kind of an important like spiritual test, like the universe has tested you. It threw something at you. You were juggling. Okay, I'm seeing someone who's juggling, and then the universe kind of like throws another ball into the juggle, into the mix, and you pick it right up. You're going to pick this right up. Let's get a little bit more context. Like there's a lucky break coming for you here. I also see Pisces, Sagittarius, Leo, Virgo, and Gemini represented here. Excellent. Cool. One more. Let's get, okay. Yeah. Look at this. So 8 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Talk about Pisces. Talk about Jupiter and Pisces. This is Jupiter and Pisces, and we've got the 9 of Cups is Jupiter and Pisces. I should have said that because I was thinking it, but it came right out. So you are on this path. Look at this. The path in the dark. There's the wanderer. There's the journeyman. There is the hero. This is the hero's journey. And you're on the path, and it's dark, and there's a total eclipse. Something is being eclipsed. And you've had to walk away from a situation that was spiritually and emotionally draining. It was a dead end. You could not stay there. It was impossible for you to stay there. It was killing you. It was too much. It was unfulfilling, but it was also there was no growth available to you there. Maybe at one point in the past, it represented where you wanted to be. There was some kind of a success, but it was only, it was a door to walk through, not a room to stand in. And I see you walking through the door and finding your wish fulfillment, finding the missing piece. Something was missing, and it was impossible for you to feel good there. You were not supposed to, because you're meant to be somewhere else. So I see you walking away, 8 to the 9, finding the missing cup, finding the missing piece. You're going to be so happy where you end up. Like, you're getting through it. You are finally getting through some kind of ordeal. What are we talking about today? Libra, you're getting through this ordeal. Like, you've received some kind of a message here. You are an open receptor, bringing down to earth all sorts of spiritual, universal perceptions, impressions. Okay. You're guiding it down. Look at the lamniscate above the head, the infinity symbol. That's the connection to source. That's a renewable energy. You're like a renewable energy. You're like a solar panel. Oh my God, that's so important. You're like a solar panel. You're drawing down the sun. You receive the energy of the sun and you convert that energy into power. And that power you share with all the appliances that are plugged into the inverter. And you pass it along. It flows through you. You are the conduit and the amplifier. You are the inverter. You turn that raw energy into useful, practical power, clean, renewable energy that turns into power, that turns into electricity. That's your thing. That's like, and then you bring, oh my God, you bring it down to earth. Yeah. And you have to be able to control it. You have to be disciplined and you have to have self-control in order to direct that energy towards your legacy, towards, I guess, creating wealth. You can say we're creating wealth, creating financial stability. Call it that. Yeah, creating a foundation. Wow. So you're turning on the lights. You've been walking through the dark and you're hitting a turning point. This is like you answer the riddle of the Sphinx. You find the way through. You find your way to the other side. The Empress, yeah. Libra, there you are. The star. Empress is Venus, which is Libra and Taurus. Justice is Libra. The star is Aquarius. The Queen of Cups, Knight of Swords. All right, so I see inspiration. There you are again with the divine. There's the Death card. Wow, this is a huge transformation to make. Everything's changing. It is right and good and true that you should be comfortable, relaxed. You are beautiful. You are powerful. You are psychic. High Priestess. Okay. You are witnessing a miracle. There's no way of putting it into words. You are being here now. This is so powerful. All right, you're going to love this new beginning that you're stepping into, by the way. Looking forward to this power, this foundation that you're establishing. Okay, I see you are imagining and witnessing the future. You are having a vision of the future. And in this vision of the future, you are in this very natural, beautiful environment. Things have changed. Something has ended. You're coming out of the cocoon. You've been in this kind of in-between space, this liminal space in between worlds. And that's changing. You're not going to be in the dark anymore. You're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're starting to feel better. You're starting to come into contact with your North Node. Like this is what you're destined to receive, is this prosperity, this wealth, this comfort, this natural lifestyle. You're being reborn into, wow. And it's so fulfilling. It's emotionally and spiritually fulfilling. It's deep. It's uplifting and it's supportive. It's taken a long time for you to come to this point in your story. Yeah, you're getting a new opportunity here and you're going to be really enjoying this. Yeah, there's an important fire sign that could be involved in Aries, especially someone with Mars and Aries in their chart. Or it's just you becoming much more powerful. You're going to have to take action on something here. You're going to take an opportunity, you're going to act on it, and it's going to grow, it's going to change. There may also be a lover or a partner involved for some of you in some of this. Yeah, you are solving some kind of a financial or lifestyle issue. Like there's been some insecurity and you're becoming a lot more grounded, centered, and secure. Structured, powerful, in charge, in control. Perhaps you felt like things were out of control, and they were, but you're getting through it. You have this path you had to walk, and you were beset on all sides by danger and fear, and it was really difficult. There were so many challenges. There were these wolves. The wolves and the coyotes were going to eat you. And then there were these towers, and there were sentries in the tower, and the sentries were going to shoot you with lasers. And there was a sphinx, and you had to answer the riddles of the sphinx. And there was a mountain. You had to climb the mountain. And it's like, this is the hero's journey. It's not easy. You're tested every step of the way. I'm seeing Conan. What is Conan the Barbarian? I don't really know that movie. I know it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like, remember Conan the Barbarian? Is that an example of the hero's journey? I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with that movie. It just came to mind. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're visualizing your ultimate success here. This is what you need to do. You're planning for the future. Plan and visualize the end of this cycle, because as this cycle comes to a close, okay, as you get closure on this, as you close the victory wreath here, as it comes full circle, it opens up a portal, and you're going to step through the portal. Oh yeah, you're stepping through the portal. You've been in the chrysalis. You've been in the cocoon. And inside of the cocoon, the caterpillar turns to mush. It just turns to liquid. It becomes liquefied. It becomes dissolved. Its whole body dissolves. And it's scary. It's weird. The caterpillar's like, I don't even know exactly what's happening, but this is what happens, and so I'm going to go through with it. And then they come out the other side, obviously reconstituted and reborn into a new, totally different form. Now they can fly. They've got wings. It's amazing, but they don't really know. I feel like in this reading, the caterpillar doesn't really know that it's going to be a butterfly. It just follows its instinct and goes through the process of transformation and then comes out the other side a completely different version of itself. And so that's what you're doing. You've been searching for something. You've been missing something. Something's been missing from your life, and I see you finding it. I feel like creative visualization is a big, important part of this. Yeah, something that you're contemplating making a move. You want to be centered and balanced and unshakable within yourself. You want to be, balanced in your center. Meditation may be very important to you at this time, because you need your energy, because you're about to make a move. So get prepared, get some sleep, take good care of yourself. You may need some advice. You may need to talk to somebody who has more information. You're working on this though. Look at the 8 and the 9 of Pentacles. 8 and 9. Something's coming to completion. You've been working on it. You've been steadily focused. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Yeah, you're going to love this. New life, new lifestyle, new place to live. You're going to be so comfortable. It's going to be so healing for you. So much emotional renewal. I see you feeling so much better, so much more comfortable in your own skin. Ace of Wands, the Star. Again, with that like magic wand, receiving. You are an open channel for universal consciousness. Like you are receiving direct messages. You can imagine this. Use your imagination. It's an important and profound tool of manifestation. So this is your inspiration. What inspires you to move forward towards this future that you're destined to receive? Because I see you getting this big boost of energy, this powerful insight, this powerful inspiration. This energy is so big. So what is it you're going to focus this power on, because I see you getting very, very focused on something that you're working on here and making a lot of money or gaining very much from it. A very healthy, natural lifestyle for yourself where you're going to be a lot more comfortable. So you've been working on this, finding the kind of place where I feel like you need a quiet, peaceful place where you can just focus on your work. And yeah, so meditate. Your affirmation is, I am at peace within myself. Say this to yourself before you go to bed at night. I am at peace within myself. And this will help you to redirect your emotions and your subconscious. Like you are training your subconscious to be at peace so that you can wake up in a much more peaceful mindset, so that you're ready and prepared to take this opportunity when it comes to you. Because I see you moving on to a very exciting new beginning in a place where you're meant to be. Like this is your destiny. This is where you're supposed to be. You have this opportunity. You're looking forward to it. Someone's making plans for the future here, bringing a cycle to a close, opens up a portal. You step through it. It's super powerful. You get this big boost of energy that helps you. And then where you're going is, like I said, a very healthy lifestyle. 8 to the 9. There's travel, there's work, building up. There's like the build up and then the completion, which is the release. Build up, completion, release. That's the process. So trust that process, because that's what I'm seeing. It's a win-win situation. It's a positive outcome. Being very balanced, being very stable. I'm also getting... I'm getting this very gentle, the Star and the 4 of Swords. Like, this is like remote viewing, but it's like very gentle. There's something so gentle about this. I love that we were talking about auras before, because I'm just seeing this very gentle twilight kind of energy. It's very soft. It's very quiet. It's like you're doing this in your sleep. It's a dream. You're having this dream, and the universe is speaking to you in your dreams. And you pull this down from out of nowhere. It seems like out of nowhere. There's a lightning strike here as well that I'm seeing again. This is like a lightning strike. This is a stroke of luck or a stroke of inspiration. A lightning strike that pushes you through the portal or opens it up. I don't know, it's related somehow where you, and then, okay, so the lightning strikes, something comes to a close, the portal opens up, you're inside the transition phase, the liminal space between one world and the next. Like teleportation, something just, it becomes particles. I'm just seeing these like soft particles and they fly through the air. And then they reconstitute on the other side. And it becomes something solid again. And it's so soft. And then your work is finished and you complete the phase, you complete the task. The hero's journey, he completes the journey, he completes the task, the challenge, and he becomes the hero or the king or whatever. This is like destiny. There's that Justice card again, that's Libra. So staying balanced, staying centered is so important for you at this time. What have we got on the clock? 28:57. Let's get an unshakable inner peace oracle, because we keep seeing this message of needing to be at peace within yourself in order to be the receptor, to quiet the mind, quieting the mind, being here now, being that high priestess energy that is very independent, very self-sufficient, but very quiet, silent, stillness, solitude, silence, receiving messages from the universe, recognizing and witnessing the miracle, the mystery, and then transmitting something as well. There's that transmission. It's like an incoming transmission. You're getting this inspiration from the universe. It's like this message incoming for you. And it's not even me telling you, it's me like confirming for you that this is in fact what the universe wants, but it's speaking directly to you. You don't need a reader for it. You don't need tarot for it. It speaks directly to you. But maybe you need to be reminded that, like, okay, if you follow this advice of being at peace and centered within yourself, that's when the message comes directly to you. You are receiving the message directly from the universe because you are being guided by this reading, perhaps, or something. Someone helps you to remember to, like, what was I saying? To quiet your mind. So, yeah, maybe you get the message, you quiet your mind, and then that's when the real inspiration strikes you. Something like that. Let's get an unshakable inner peace for my Libra. You're at a crossroads in your life right now. And you're about to make a move because this big, powerful burst of energy is coming through, this boost of creativity, this boost of inspiration, this lightning strike. But then there's this dazzling after. I'm seeing this strike and then dazzle. Becomes spiritualized. It's all in divine order. Allow. How can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life? Like the electric current. That's what it says. So number 25, it's all in divine order. Allow this to take place. Allow it to happen. How can you receive? How can you relax into the flow and go with the current of life? Yeah, that's what it's saying. Relax, quiet, open yourself to receive this inspiration. You are a channel for divine source energy. You are an open channel. You are the receiver and the transmitter. It's flowing through you. The current of life. Okay, number 25. Let's see. What does it say? There is a divine and perfect order to all of life. Just look to nature to see how everything has its right time and place. Yet it can be hard to see how this plays out in the human experience. Any stress and frustration in your life could be because you are resisting what is. From a spiritual context, everything is connected and works together. Divine order requires a radical surrender to a faith stronger than your will. This is your invitation to trust the unknown and believe in something bigger than yourself. Yeah, that's like stepping into the unknown. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me just read. You are being called to stop the struggle. Look at your life and see which areas you are pushing against. Surrender to the flow. Allow yourself and let yourself ride the current. Surrender to the flow, let yourself ride the current and float forward. Allow this. There is an infinite loving presence and one power moving in and through all of us. Allow. The universe has a system that works. The sun and moon know exactly what to do and when to do it. Human evolution and personal growth are a beautiful and profound system as well. Tap into this flow of your own life, for your own life. Release all resistance and allow everything in your life to be as it is. As you accept life as it is, you become free of fear-based manipulations and step into a graceful flow. Allowing the world to be what it is and honoring all things as they are will awaken you to a new sense of well-being. Honor the light within all and trust the divine flow of creation's plan. Life is truly in divine order, always. How can I relax? Yeah, ask yourself, how can I relax into the flow and go with the current of life? I feel like that talks about the Justice card as well. Making adjustments, going with the flow, adapting to what comes up, being adaptable, and like this idea of cause and effect. For every action, an equal opposite reaction, like and staying balanced. Meeting life on life's terms. Something like that is coming up. And I want to get a systems oracle because that was talking a lot about systems. I love a systems oracle, and that's what we're going to do. One last oracle, one more advice for my Libra, please. This is kind of intense. I love that lightning strike, powerful manifestor energy here, that channeling. Yeah. That completion, bringing something to completion. Observer. Yes, the observer, to observe and to witness. Let's read from the book. Observer. I feel like that's so important for you. Number 26, 25, 26, 8, 9. I feel like there's a sequence here. There's a flow. There's an order that's being, it's like going in order that's being highlighted today. Everything in its place, everything, a place for everything, everything in its place. Like everything is happening in a certain kind of way that it was supposed to. I hope that makes sense. It does. It totally does. Okay. So number 26. Non-judgment, clarity, and compassionate understanding. The Observer card represents the ability to witness your thoughts, emotions, and experiences without judgment or attachment. It invites you to cultivate a sense of detachment and perspective, to see yourself and others with clarity and compassion. The Observer is not a passive or disengaged state, but a place of deep presence and understanding. However, it can be tough to maintain this state of awareness, especially in the face of strong emotions or difficult circumstances. Adopt the role of the Observer with calmness and empathy. The reverse shadow side of this card talks about participating in chaos, a lack of detachment, being emotionally reactive and unable to see clearly. So adopting the role of observer with calmness and empathy is going to help you see things more clearly, especially in the face of strong emotions or difficult circumstances. That High Priestess card reminds us, as the observer, as the witness, you are not your feelings and you are not your thoughts. You are not your identity. You are not your ego. You are not your house, your car, your lifestyle. You are not what other people say you are. You are not your own expectations. You are not other people's expectations. You are not even who you think you are. How am I not myself? Ask yourself, how am I not myself? You are the observer. You are the witness. You are the center. At the center of it all is just a silent witness. And when you can be centered on that point of focus, you can observe with empathy and detachment. You're not disengaged, but you are present and clear to see things, maybe even more objectively, to see things objectively. Yeah. To observe the flow, witness the miracle and the mystery as it unfolds, meeting life on life's terms as you visualize. And yeah, I just feel like you are receiving some kind of transmission. It is inspirational to you. You are visualizing your future. This is your pathway forward. You are becoming inspired by this to head in the direction where you're really meant to be. This is your calling. This is where you're supposed to go. There's a higher status or something waiting for you on the other side. There's a higher calling here. Somewhere you're meant to be. There's this feeling of destiny, but also free will working together at the same time. Like a situated influence. Like there's your measure of influence relative to the measure of influence of all other influences, greater and smaller than yours, in your circumstances, in your situation. Some things are more powerful than you, and then there are plenty of things that you can control, that you have power over. So it's like you can't control everything that happens in your life, but you can control the way you respond to it. You can be more like that sort of disinterested observer who has empathy and compassion, but does not get sucked in to the drama at the same time, witnessing life on life's terms and being the receiver, open to transmit. Like there's this open channel and things just flow through you. And that's part of your role here, is to be the receiver transmitter, like a radio. That's so different. I love that. So you're going to watch that happen. Like you're not meant to really control it, just to direct it. I guess you are controlling. I don't know. This is interesting. Like you're meant to surrender in order to receive, but then direct in order to transmit, control it in order to transmit. So there's a process. It's like an interesting, there's a balance of opposites here. Yeah, like the Libra is the balance of opposites, that constantly adjusting your feet to stay upright, to stay balanced, like a bicycle, riding a bike. In order to stay upright and balanced, you have to keep it moving. You have to constantly pedal and keep up the momentum, because when you stop pedaling and the bike stops, it falls over. So it's a constant adjustment, constantly moving to keep upright, to stay balanced. So there's this creative tension between surrender and receive, and then taking action and transmitting, directing that flow, receiving and directing the flow, receiving and transmitting the flow, and being the observer who watches the whole thing from a sort of detached, centered perspective that is both in the world but not of the world, that is in the process but not of the process. Fascinating, absolutely fascinating. Right, because okay, look at the Magician card. He's receiving with his magic wand. He is the channel. It passes through him. He transmits with the finger pointing downward. But above his head is the lemniscate and his eyes. It passes through his heart, from one hand through his heart down through the other one. But his eyes are separate but connected. There's like a universal consciousness here that is not even really the cause nor the effect, but some third mysterious thing. Neither the cause nor the effect, but some third mysterious thing, which is the observer witnessing the whole process. That's really deep, I think. Anyway, that's what I've got for you today, Libra. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was of service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.